Hi kids, hi everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are good. Welcome to the drawing and painting class, kids. Everyone is once again welcome to the drawing and painting class. So kids, it is really so amazing to see you once again. So everyone is back with full of energy and enthusiasm. Okay kids, so today we are just going to make a very beautiful garden scene. Yes kids, so how many of you have gardens in your house? Okay, great kids. So there might be so many kinds of plants, right, in the garden. You can see there are so many kind of flowering plants. Then there are different kind of cactuses, right kids? And also in the garden we can also see some other elements, right, where sometimes we can see the butterflies and then the honeybees, spiders. So all these things we see in the garden, right kids? Yeah, so kids, I know you all love to roam in your garden and always love to pluck flowers from your garden, right kids? So today we are just going to make a scene of a garden in which we will be just using our fingerprints. Okay kids? Yes, so I will be just teach you a very simple way to make a garden. Okay, I will be just teaching you very simple ways to make the elements of the garden. Yes kids? Okay everyone, so kids, I hope you all are ready for today's session, right? Okay, so I can see some of my little artist friends still joining in, so let's wait for them. Most of them are ready, I can see. So kids, I hope you all are excited for today's session, right? Okay. So everyone just be ready with all your materials. Yes kids? Okay. So kids, it is really very easy to make the elements of the garden. Okay. So everybody can make this. I know everybody can make this. So everyone just be ready. Okay kids? So everyone is ready with all the materials and everything? Okay kids? So I am just shifting to the workstation. Okay? So kids, for this session you need a white sheet. Okay, you need palette and some paints, poster paints, some poster paints you need. Okay, you need a water container and a paintbrush. You need some sketch pens, pencil, eraser, sharpener, marker. Okay, and some tissue paper and a knife. Okay, some tissue paper and a knife. Okay, so this is it for today kids. So you just need these elements, these materials, and I hope everyone is ready with their materials. Okay, so let us start our garden scene. So kids, we can see different kind of flowers in our garden, right kids? So first of all, I am just starting to make a cute flower. Okay, so everyone just make with me a cute flower. Okay, and then we will be just making the other elements of our garden. Okay, so everyone just be ready. Let's start our session. Okay, and kids, I just forgot to tell you, you also need a A4 size paper. Yes kids, I just forgot. I'm really sorry. So first of all, I'm just making a cute flower. Okay. I am making the petals of the flower. So basically today we will be just learning to make some more friends of this garden, of this flower. Okay kids, of this flower pot we will be just making his friends. Okay, so I will be just teaching you how to make different elements of our garden. Okay. Just make a rectangle. Okay, and then a tub for your a plant. Okay, so we will be just now making his friends. Okay, just making his eyes. His eyeballs. We will be just coloring his eye pupils. I hope everybody can draw this circle kids, and if you can't draw the circle with your hand, you can just take the help of your like I can just show you the see kids, you can just take the help of this. Okay, you can just take the help of this lid. You can just take any lid. Okay, any bottle, any small bottle lid, and just draw the circle with the help of this this bottle lid. Okay kids, yes. And you can just then make the petals of your flower. Okay, and then you will be just making this small rectangle. Okay, and then a bigger rectangle to make the basket of our plant. Okay. So you see kids, I have made my plant. I will be just coloring his face with my yellow shade. Okay, I have colored his face. Okay. I'm coloring his face now with my yellow shade. Everybody please color the flower yellow. Okay, and then I will be coloring the petals with my pink shade. Okay. You can just make another kind of petals if you want. Okay, it is up to you kids. So I am now just coloring the petals. So I finished coloring the petals of the flower. Now I will be just coloring his stem. I will be coloring my basket, okay? So I am taking my brown shade and coloring the basket, okay? So everybody please color the basket, kids. Everybody please color the basket. Okay. Just adding some brown shades on my basket. So my basket is ready, kids. Now I will be just making one more basket, one more tub. For my cactus plant, okay? So now I will be just showing you how you can make the different kind of plants using your fingerprints, okay? Yes, kids, it is really very easy to make the plants. Just coloring the tub. And kids, I am just using my sketch pen. You can just take the help of your oil pastels or your crayons to color the baskets, okay kids? So now I will just show you how you can make a cactus plant, okay, in your garden, okay? So now I am just taking my green shade, okay, and I will be just coloring my I will be just making my cactus plant, okay? So I am just dipping my finger onto my palette, okay? Now I will be just making my cactus plant with the help of my fingerprints. You see, kids, this is how you will be making your cactus plant, okay? Okay, easy for everyone? Okay. So this is how you will be making your cactus plant, okay? Take your tissue papers and rub your papers as you will as you will make the plant, okay, and let it dry, and then we will be making the thorns on the cactus plant, okay? So now I will be just taking some red shade, okay, on my palette, and I will be just making some more flowers with the help of my fingerprints, okay? Just taking some red shade on my palette. This session is really very informative for each one of you kids. It will be really helping you to make very beautiful gardens in future. Even if you want to make a flower basket, or you can or you want to make a desert or anything, you can just use these elements, right kids? Or you can also use these elements in a landscape. If you want to make a beautiful landscape in future, you can also use these elements, okay kids? So I have just made this informative video just for each one of you, so that you all can benefit. I'm adding one more flower pot. Just behind. In our flower garden, there are so many kinds of plants, right kids? Yeah. So I am just making different kind of flowers and plants in my flower garden, okay? So I'm now making one more flower plant. So kids, now I will be just making one more flower, okay? So to make the flower, I am just taking my orange shade, okay? And just with the help of my index finger, I have just made this print, okay? And then with the help of my thumb, I will be making the petals of the flower, okay? So let us make the petals. So you see kids, this is how we can get a nice flower only using our fingerprints, okay? So just with the help of my fingerprints, I made this flower, okay kids? If you want, you can make another flower behind. One petal I am making with my orange shade, okay? So you see kids, it is so easy, right kids? Yeah. Everybody can make these flowers, right? And after you made the flower, you can just draw a stem, okay? And a leaf. This is one more of my plant. In my garden, this is one more plant, okay? And kids, like, you can also make the leaves of your plant with your fingerprints, right? So you see kids, you can also make these elements with your fingerprints. You can just make the leaves with your fingerprints, okay? So one more plant is ready. There is another flower behind. So I am making some leaves for my flowers. Okay. So you see kids, I have just shown you the simplest way to make a flowering plant. This plant we made with our pencil, with our sketch pens and our pencil. This plant we made with our sketch pens and our colors, right kids? But this plant we made so easily, right kids? It is so easy for each one of you. Just to make this plant, we just made this plant using we just made this flower using our fingerprints, and then we just drew these branches with our these stems with our sketch pen, and these leaves just with the help of our green paint with our fingerprints, right kids? So I hope you all are enjoying this. Everyone is able to understand the steps, right? Okay. So now I am just making one more plant. Okay. So now I am just making a marigold flower. Okay. Just make some dots using your index finger. Okay. Just make some dots with your index finger. Using your orange paint, okay? Everybody just make these dots, okay? Just making some more details. There might be so many flowers, right, in my garden. So just making some more details. So kids, after you have made these dots, you can also add little bit of red inside it, okay? As you can see in the marigold, there is a little bit of orange and little bit of red, right? Yeah, so now I am just making the stem of my marigold flower, okay? This plant is somewhere at the back, so we are not making it full. We will be just making some leaves. Once again using the same technique, okay? So you see kids, I have just made the leaves of my marigold flower, okay? Making some more leaves for my marigold flower. So see kids, my plant has got so many friends now, right kids? She has got cactus, she has got so many flowers, right? Now I will be making one more flower. Using my index finger, okay? Taking little bit of purple. just with your fingerprints you can make these kind of you can get this kind of print. Okay, you might have seen there are some stick kind of stick flowers, right? Yeah, so I am just trying to make those kind of flowers. Okay, so you see kids, my garden is almost filled up with so many flowers and plants. I will be just making a stem and some leaves for my plant. Okay, and I will be using little bit of lemon. I will be using little bit of lemon yellow. Okay, to give some dots inside these flowers. Okay, so I'm taking this lemon yellow shade on my palette. As you can see, I have taken the lemon yellow shade on my palette. Okay, and now I will be just using little bit of dots inside my flower. Okay, small little dots inside my flower. Okay, clear everyone? So kids, you see, today we have learned how to draw, how to paint so many kind of flowers, right kids? This flower, then our marigold flower, then these stick flowers, right? And this cactus. So kids, you can just use these elements anywhere in landscapes. Then you can use these elements in different kind of greeting cards. It is all up to you kids. You can just use it in your own way. Okay, so I'm just adding some little leaves inside my flowering plant. Okay, I hope you all have done till this part kids. Okay, okay everyone is clear with the steps and everything? And kids, when your cactus will dry, you can just add some small little thorns on the cactus. Okay kids, but first let it dry. Okay, so I am just using my paint, black paint, to make the thorns just to show you, but you can just make these kind of thorns with the help of your sketch pens. Okay, so I am just showing you how to make the thorns. It will be just on the cactus plant. Okay, so you see, there are so many thorns on the cactus. So I am just drawing with my sketch pen. Okay, with my paintbrush, but you need to draw these thorns with the help of your sketch pens. Okay, So these are just my thorns on the cactus, okay? If you want, you can also add some flowers to your cactus, okay? So this is how my cactus will look like this, okay? And then kids, we also see so many kinds of insects inside the garden, right? Yeah, so now let us make a special insect which we always see inside the garden. Any guesses which is that insect? Any guesses which is that insect? Okay, let me show you now. Kids, I am just making the ladybird, okay? So just you need to take your red paint and make these ladybirds, okay? So you can see kids, I have made these ladybirds, okay? Just add some leaves behind. Now I will be just making his head, okay? He has two big eyes, right? And these kids, once again I'm just telling you, you need to make these last black dots after you have like finished after it has dried, okay? When it is dry, then you can just add these lines, okay? So I am now just making my ladybird only with the help of my fingerprints, okay? This is one more very important element in our gardens. I hope kids you all are learning a lot with this exercise. So you see, kids, my ladybirds are like just sitting in some different places. Just going to make some more leaves here. And then kids, what all things we can find in the garden? Every time there are some insects which are flying behind the beautiful flowers. So what are those insects, kids? Do you remember those insects which always flies behind beautiful fragrant flowers? Do you remember those insects? Any one of you can remember those insects? The flowers which flies behind beautiful and fragrant flowers? Yeah, the name of the insect is bee, honeybee. Yeah, so we will be also making the honeybee and the butterfly. Yes, kids. So the butterflies, they always fly behind beautiful flowers, and the honeybees always fly behind the beautiful fragrant flowers. So we can also make a honeybee and a butterfly only using our fingerprint. Okay, kids. Only with the help of our fingerprint we can also make these two elements. Okay. So now I am just taking my blue paint. Okay. My blue paint and my purple paint. Okay. So I will be just making a butterfly, a very easy butterfly which everybody can make. Okay. Everybody can make this easy butterfly. And you can also use this beautiful element of the butterfly to make some wonderful cards for yourself. Okay. So kids, now I will just show you how to make a butterfly. Okay. So I am taking my thumb once again and just dabbing my thumb on the purple paint, and now I will be just making the butterfly. Once I have just kept my thumb at the left and then at the right. Okay. Another. See kids, so easily we made this butterfly. And then after putting the fingerprints, you can just, with the help of your sketch pens, you can just make the middle part. Okay. So this is how we will be making our butterfly. Okay. And now we are just going to add one more friend. Okay. So any guesses? Now we will be adding which friend? Any guesses, kids? Yeah, the honeybee. Now we will be making the honeybee with our fingerprint. Okay. So now let me make my honeybee. Okay. Which is just flying at the top. I am making 3 honeybee kids. Okay. So I have made the honeybees just with the help of my one fingerprint. Okay. So now I will be just adding the details inside my honeybee. Just adding the lines. And then we will be also making his wings. Okay. You can just take the help of your sketch pens to make his wings. Okay, kids. I'm just making his wings. Okay. So you see, kids, these are my honeybees. So I think now most of my elements in the garden are present. We can see the butterfly, we can see the honeybees, we can see a cactus, we can see the flowers, the ladybirds. So we just learned so many kinds of elements, right kids? We just got to learn about so many different kind of elements, right? So kids, just try your best to draw these kind of different kind of elements, okay? Just try to paint well, okay? Let me add one more butterfly. Just making one more butterfly. I hope it is easy for each one of you, and everybody is going to try this very easy technique, okay kids? So you see kids, it is so easy to make our butterfly just with the help of our fingerprints. Everybody is painting and coloring with me kids. So I am just adding some more prints at the back to keep the background of my, to make the background of my garden, okay? And kids, like when your butterfly dries, you can also just take your index finger and just dab little bit of orange inside it, and you can just put little bit of orange, okay, inside your butterfly. So you see kids, how easily we made this butterfly, right? Just with the help of our fingerprints. So you see kids, it is so simple and easy for each one of you, right? So kids, we have most of our friends in our garden. As we can see, we have our plant, we have our flowering plants, marigolds, the butterflies, the cactus, the ladybirds, and the honeybees. So you see kids, we have almost all the elements of the garden, and you can just add little bit of pink flowers on your cactus if you want. Just a little bit of pink flowers on our cactus, okay? So my flowering plant is now very happy because she got so many friends to play with her. Yes kids, so you can also do the same, okay? So kids, like just try your best to make this artwork, okay? My garden is almost ready now. If you want, you can also add some like some strokes on your flowers if you want, okay? I hope you all have understood how to make these elements. Yes, kids? So everybody please try your best. And kids, like when you are drawing, you can also, it is not compulsory that you have to make in the same way, okay? You can also arrange all these materials in your own way, okay? Like you can make, if you want, you can make 2 cactus plants. If you want, you can make 1 flower. It is all up to you, okay, kids? Like you can just set the composition in your own way, okay? You can, it is your garden. It is your garden, so you can just decorate your garden in your own way, okay, kids? All the elements properly, okay, kids? So kids, I hope you all have finished till now. And even if you have not finished, it's okay. Please take your time and finish the artwork, okay? Yes, kids, please take your time and just finish the artwork. There is no hurry. I hope you all have learned a lot today, kids. I hope you all have learned a lot today. And this was just a fun, informative session for each one of you, so that you can just use the same elements in greeting cards, or you can just use these elements to use in your landscapes or other compositions, okay, kids? So just have fun and just use all your creativity to make your artworks. Yes, kids? So I hope you all have enjoyed a lot today's session, and you also gained a lot of knowledge how to make the flowers in simple ways. Right, kids? So I'm always trying to make your all paintings and artworks very simple, so that each one of you can draw. Okay, kids? Yes, so kids, I will be just waiting for each one of you to upload your paintings in the yellow class portal. Yes, everyone? Okay, thank you so much, kids. So I will be just meeting you all once again the next time, okay? And before this, I am just giving you one tip. The tip of the day. Everyone ready for the tip of the day? Okay, everyone? Okay, so the tip of the day is, today's tip is a very special one. You know why, kids? Because like if you don't follow this tip, then you will not be able to make a clean and clear artwork. Okay? So kids, the tip is like always wash your hands when you are using a different color shade, okay? Whenever you are using a different color, a shade in your fingerprint, always wash your hands, okay? So as you have used red, then you will be using your blue shade, okay? Okay, kids? So I hope this tip always benefits you a lot, okay? Yes, kids, I know each one of you will use this tip, okay? So kids, I will be just meeting you all the next time, okay? Till then, practice more and more of drawing and painting, okay? Okay, everyone? Okay then, see you next time with an interesting session. Bye everyone. Bye for now.